Hi everyone, welcome
Hello.
to our semi-final live stream for
Yes,
Outgunned Superheroes, because we are going to have a live stream today right now, and we are going to have another live stream in 2 days.
the day after tomorrow, exactly. I don't know, like half an hour, 45 minutes before the end of the campaign, which, as you well know, is the start, the beginning of the dreadful overtime mode. But we'll talk about that the day after tomorrow. Right now, what's to say we are officially entering the final rush of this super campaign. We are well over the 400,000 marks, and we already reveal I have a 410,000 euro stretch goals that we will probably unlock very, very soon, way sooner than anticipated. But we are here, as always, to look at what we got since the last time we spoke, which was last Friday, if I remember
Friday, I
correctly.
believe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Friday last week, so 5 days ago. A lot of things happened, and of course, to have a glimpse on what awaits us after the 4010 stretch goal. So thank you guys for being here with us. There's a lot of you as always. So Rico, where to start?
So first of all, we are 53 hours away from the end of this
Yes,
campaign, so it's going to be very tight from now on. We are going to hopefully unlock a lot of stuff. Usually the last couple of days tend to be crazier than the one before. Usually we will see things are starting to speed up already. So we'll see. Today we are here to reveal a couple of new stretch goals.
yes,
We will reveal what's after the 410. So we are going to reveal
yes,
the 412, the 420 stretch
yes.
goal. And then we are going to reveal the next achievement at 450. So you'll have a couple of stretch goals that will remain hidden at 430 and 440. But
Yes.
we will hopefully reveal them as we go. So,
How about you,
thank you
everybody?
for the love about the glasses.
Yes.
Um, because usually if you don't know me like live, if you only know me by the live stream, you should know that these are my prescription glasses. I always wear them like um, at night at the movies. It's very rare. People like my mother had to watch the live stream to see my actual eyes. And I couldn't wear them during live stream because you will see what I was doing at my screen. But now I found a way to hide all the secrets from you. I have all my stuff hidden, so I can wear confidently my glass as during live stream. Um, so, where do we start? Okay, we reached 400,000, and that means that we have unlocked the stretch goal box. Now, if this is your first Two Little Mice, or your first like outcount campaign, you should know that we usually do these boxes to keep all your stretch goals. These are designed to look like cheesy
Oh,
VHS
VHS.
from the 80s or 90s. And these are actually sturdy boxes, top and bottom boxes with soft touch finish. So they almost,
Because why not?
yeah, because we like it. And we have made one for Outgun, we have made one for Outgun Adventure, and now we are going to do another for. And by the way, it should be noted that the first one is already called Volume 1 because we were that confident like 3 years ago
Yes.
that we were doing a second and a third. So this is commitment, guys. This shows confidence. I don't know why we did. Um, So, yeah.
Not visual.
Very happy that we have unlocked the box. Jokes aside, it's one of the most expensive stretch goals that we have, because doing sturdy cardboard, doing in limited quantities, because this is a Kickstarter, a crowdfunding, sorry, exclusive. It's not going to go on retail.
Not something you find around in shops. So, yes, we want to print a lot of copies. 42, thank you.
So yeah, it's one of those that we have to put up high, but we personally hope that we achieve, because it's something that we like. It looks cool in our, I don't know if you can see my Outgunned collection, the Italian and the English on the back. Very happy that we have unlocked this
Thank you, Reno.
box.
It would be nice if you actually read the games, but I understand. They are very, very nice books.
Hi, Ren. And by the way, hi, Nate and Joy and Seth and Jay and Crello, Maxime. A lot of hi, Marcus and John, Claudia. A lot of friendly faces and names around. But also, we have unlocked, before this box, we have unlocked the teleporter, which is our last role. And you can see Valentine Veil, I don't know how it's pronounced, and she will be our teleporter that you will find inside the Storm database as a playable hero or an NPC. It is time, since we unlocked the last role, it is time to show you the only role that you have yet to see, because Daniela was actually so busy making the art for the new roles that she couldn't finish making all the roles that were there by day one. So she finally had a chance to wrap the last one, which was the Beast. And before we take a look at the new stretch goal, I will take some time to show you the Beast, our very own Wildcat, which a superhero you already know for the screen art,
Yes.
but that now you can see in full figure as a roll art. So here was the teleporter, Valentine Veil, and now the 16th and last roll, Wildcat, the Beast, which is of course our favorite at 2LM at least. You'll tell us, but
we love her. A lot of hearts.
this Luchadora Wolverine Golden Cloud X23,
I don't know.
there's a lot going on. Yeah, she's supposed to be a Luchadora. I don't know
I
what's-
think
what's
it's
female.
called like this, but forgive us. I think that yes, that's the female luchador. I don't know.
So I don't know if there's any Spanish or Southern American who can help us declining luchador in female form. I don't know. So now that we have luchador, okay, now that we have all the stretch goal revealed, we can finally do our custom, our usual outgunned lineup of all the roles and all the playable heroes in this case. But it's going to be hard because there's so many this time that the art is going to be probably a bit small. But here they are, all our superheroes, the one that were there.
I think it's the first time
Yeah.
that I've seen this art as well. It's good. How many?
16.
16.
We have
We have
from left to right, we have Onryo, which is the weapon master, and then Captain Storm, of course, our champion, Greystone,
the tank,
Hibernite, the armored hero, Quickstart, the speedster, and Razor Rain, our sorceress, Night Talon, our shadow, and then there is the shapeshifter, the mannequin. And then we got our force master or mistress, Eon, and the Eater, sorry. And then we have the prodigy, Slingshot, and the elemental, Ignis. And then we've got the Maverick, Hellshot, our own Hellshot, and then Wildcat, of course, the Beast, Professor, Kanan Khan, the Psychic, and then Vanguard, the Blaster, and Valentine Vale, the Teleporter. A lot of them. 12 MCU. Yeah, I'll take that. So yeah, there's a lot of them. And I believe Daniela did a marvelous job, and we tried to have a mix of, hints to existing character, but also new concept like Valentine Vale, etc. So there's a mix of stuff going on. It's not easy when it comes to superheroes.
Yes, Lou, in our vision, they are all from the same world.
Yeah.
At least, I don't know, we have among the origins, as we told them, there could be aliens, maybe both they are aliens or they got their powers from alien artifacts. So we still don't know 100% of the origin, but let's just say they can be together in the same space, yes.
And you will have
they can team up. All 16 of them can team up.
You'll have these characters as playable characters in a shared universe. So, and 4 of them are already part of our pre-made introductory campaign called King of Ashes. That's the mission dossier, the booklet. Thanks, guys.
All in the Storm database.
All in the Storm database. They will have their now that there's so many stuff. This is the Storm database. Okay, this is the Storm database, and as you can see, you will have their character sheets, and on the other side, you will have their bio, their data, as if how they are, kept inside the Storm database. But you will have an actual old school folder full of them. Then again, now we are about to unlock the 410, which is high octane. Sorry, there's too many things going on. So yeah, the next one.
Action fleek number
9.
9. Too many.
Number
we got
9.
So much of everything.
High octane. It's going to be the next one. But before we go into high octane, sorry, I forgot to say that we also managed to unlock the last of the shard yesterday. Sorry, there's so many things going on. I'm losing.
So right now the collection of the identity shard is finally complete, meaning in each and every superhero and mighty hero pledge you will have them for free, and we also unlock a very cool add-on with all the 6 shards. Let's remember, the shard will be 1, a completely new mechanic already integrated, that will be integrated, of course, when we actually write it, in the book that will allow both heroes and villains to find and use the great powers of these 6 different shards. Each of the powers is tied to a different dice, starting from D4 to the D20. So we decided to create this unique set of sharp edge, colorful, translucent, I don't know, dice, 1 for each shard that can be used as a token to represent the great coolness of this shard, and also to roll the actual effect of every single shard. So it's a very huge stretch goal for us. We would use
like 10 pages.
and it has been a huge part of this campaign.
We have added 10 pages in the book just
Yes.
for this, so it's
Yes,
huge. It's not like a couple pages. It's like 10 pages, 8 pages, I believe. We have also decided to add. This was a last minute idea. We have added, as you know, when you build your villain in Outgunned or your rival in Outgunned Adventure, you can choose among some strong points.
Yes.
So strong points that you can give to the villain. And in Outgunned Superheroes, there's also a chance, if you are playing at the cosmic level tier, at
Yes.
the cosmic tier, that you have a cosmic villain against yourself, so that they will also have more strong points than the usual villain. And we added a new strong point, which is the Eternity Shard, which basically means
Meaning
that
your villain could start the campaign with at least one of the shards. In addition of whatever you want, of course, to insert, as if you probably have seen just a couple of movies in the past year, you can have the search for the shard as a pivotal point in your campaign if you want, but you can also have like a Loki type villain, which is just a villain that already has, in its pure form or through a vessel, one of these shards that makes it, her, or him very, very powerful.
and also we have added an origin for your hero, which is basically eternal, born of its eternity. And this origin means that you got your powers from the same source of power as the Eternity Shard, or directly from one of the Eternity Shard. For example, I think at characters like the Vision in the MCU, which basically got his power from the
or even Captain Marvel of the MCU that was exposed, if I remember correctly, to the power of one of the stone in that case, and get power from that. So it's one extra origin which you can say that your power is directly derived from one of the shards.
And also, if you have the Eternity origin, that means that you can actually use a single Eternity Shard with your bare hands. Things that most of the heroes will not be able to do. If you hold on to an Eternity Shard without using a special, vessel, a relic, something to control their power, you will start losing your grit very, very, very quickly, and you will end up broken and powerless, and you will eventually die in, I believe, 3 or 4 rounds. So extremely powerful artifacts. So this is something that all the set of shards will be free for all superheroes and mightiest heroes pledge level. There is also an add-on available. Keep in mind that the add-on will be available during the campaign and during the pledge manager, but it's the only add-on that might be more expensive after the campaign. So if you are thinking about adding more Eternity Shards, you might want to do it before the campaign ends and not during the pledge manager. And that's because we may have not been done adding stuff to the Eternity Shard. We will not do a D100, so that this is clear, but we might do something else that will be added. So we cannot change, I mean we can, but we don't want to change the price of something during the campaign. But in case some other stuff gets unlocked, the price might go up during the pledge manager, of course.
Later.
So
50. D7, this is like kind of strange shape. No.
there's not going to be a gauntlet. I'm sorry. We really.
I would want one myself. I can guarantee you, but no. It's way above our price range and your price range as well.
So, I think we can start revealing what's coming.
Okay.
So, first of all,
let's reveal
we got high octane.
For me.
When we unlock high octane, you will have basically another flicks that, in its sense, is based on Fast and Furious, the Italian Job, Gone in 60 Seconds, because there got to be a Nick Cage reference in every flick. That's our own Cage verse, so you don't mind me. But the cool thing about high octane is that apart from the all, Fast and Furious kind of setting flick, you will find a lot of new tools to pimp your ride, basically. So you want to add, there is already rules for the super rides in Outgunned Superheroes, but they are not very, I have to say, they're not very long. It's something that it's minor to the setting, but we want to take high octane to add more weapons, more armor, more fits to the vehicles, both for you and your enemies. So this will be kind of a toolbox for vehicles in general.
And vehicle stuff.
Yeah.
That you can easily use in Outgunned Standard, of course, in Outgunned Superheroes, thanks to the Super Rise, so it will be even more fun to add stuff to this ride, since a fair share of superheroes has their unique and very identifiable ride. But you can also, as many of the flicks, combine these with the other action flicks. We have post-apocalyptic, you can go like full Mad Max here. It's a very, very interesting tool and a reference that, as you know, the older amongst you in Outgunned terms, we talk about. A lot of people asked us about this since the very first Outgunned. So we are happy to have finally come up with something to provide ride-based action plays.
And also, someone pointed out that there weren't enough bold heroes in Outgunned, and there is a huge share actually of bold action heroes, but that Daniela wasn't drawing as much of them, and so they haven't seen the Psychic, because some days later Daniela came up with the Psychic, which was actually another bold character. I have it, no, it's not here, but okay. But so we took the chance to have another bold hero, which makes total sense, and it's it was the perfect opportunity. So
in the meantime, 1,110 euros to unlock high octane, but let's see what else awaits us in these final 3 days. It's a very challenge.
It's at 4:20. At 4:20, we will have something that it's usual, like you were expecting this at a certain point and then you weren't, but it's always there, and it's going to be. This is going to be less dramatic because it's in black and white, but it's going to be our alternative set of dice, the armor dice, as we call them. Now, what's so special about the armor dice? Well, basically they are another free set of 9d6 plus a grit die, so that's more worth for your money. It's always cool.
Yes.
But
with
also
the same symbol as the super dice, so they can be used together, but
also they are not metal dice, they are usual plastic dice, but we call them armor dice because they will start the dice civil war, because we call them the armor dice because they have the same color scheme as a famous armor of a famous armored hero, and we want to start our own dice civil war. So we are going to.
What's your favorite?
what's it
Exactly.
going to be? You know, classic blue super dice or yellow and red armor dice. So you gotta pick your side. Uh, we are having so much fun doing these silly things. You have no idea, like the amount of time that we spent coming up with this silliness. So yeah. I mean,
Yes, we are.
blue is
We are fans of the MCU, and we also spent countless hours watching. We also, in the, as you got the most prominent phase of this MCU, both me and Rico were actually studying. Me as an actor, Rico as a director. So we actually studied on a lot of these movies for a series of reasons, especially the first one, the first Iron Man, and whatever. We spent, I don't know, how many times, how many hours to try and understand the writing and, the directing and the acting on this movie. So yes, we're trying to put this knowledge to good use inside the game. That's our secret. How much time do we spend on Zoom? We usually use Discord, and every single minute we work
not
in a call every single minute of our days when we are
not
working.
joking, but at very least 10 hours a day, usually 12. We are
Yes.
like Daniela's working there usually, and Simone is on his studio, and we are connected the whole time, like really the whole time. And to answer a question, yes, the first design was red dice with the yellow symbol. They were like unbearable to read.
Unreadable, at least for me. I am not the best eyes in the world, but it was like I was really, really worried because they were unreadable. So yes, that was, and we also like the color scheme.
We did for one of our previous game, we did red dice with white symbol, and they were extremely hard to read. So in the end, we went with the yellow dice with red symbol. We already have black and gold dice, and we don't want to make too many black dice. This time we went with a different color scheme. And for another game, for Broken Compass, we did yellow dice, and were very
yellow and black.
easy.
Yes, they are still considered the most readable and fun favorite dice we did back then.
So
and
we
so
are
we
going
would
to
like to take back the yellow background for dices that works.
Let me see if I have that.
You have, I think
I should, but I have so many dice around.
we are, yes, we are creating so many dice.
And of course I can't find any of them ever. Yes, we did this kind of dice, yellow with dark symbols, and so we are going to use a dark hue of red, and they are very easy to read. We find a lot of people are like looking for these dice because they are very striking. So yeah, that's why we made them this way. I already lost the chatters to people.
Yes, no, they are. Someone asking for a brass knuckles for the edition. I personally would love that, but again, above our price range.
There is an insane amount of people watching this live stream. So first of all, if this is your first 2LM live stream, please forgive us because we are Italian. We speak with a thick accent. We know many other people in this chat, and we are being silly. So bear with us, and thank you for being here, for following us, for supporting Outgunned Superheroes. And chat, stop asking questions about the dice. You're making us blubber. We have to look good for the new ones. So all jokes aside, we will start the dice civil war, and we want to know what dice are you going to use. And we will make a poll out of these once we unlock or reveal these dice. But before that, please know that we will have This is guys. Get ready. Now we are getting serious, because after the dice we will have a very special secret stretch goal that shall be revealed soon. Because as things are starting to, you know, heat up a little bit, we will, you know, slow down the reveal. So, but I can already tell you that after the 4:30, at 4:40, there will be another secret stretch goal that shall be revealed soon. When will soon be? Not now. So we will see when maybe when we reach 4:20 we will reveal the 4:30 and so on, but we are ready to reveal the 4:50, because 4:50 for us is a very important mark. Like 4:50 is kind of the top. So last time, for example, we did this one. I have on my finger right now. We did a ring for Outgunned Adventure. This is part of the stretch goal box volume 2, and this was the 4:50. So 4:50 for us is a very important mark, because after 4:50 nobody knows what's going to happen. So usually we are making stretch goal as we go. We are inventing stuff. Also because, and this is very, there's a lot of people listening, so I want to say that, do you know those, and people hate me for this, but do you know those companies, the creator who say, if we reach 300 we will unlock this, and then you go to 295 and they say, okay, you've been so kind, we will unlock it anyway. We don't. We have done it in the past, we will do it again. We don't unlock stretch goals that you don't reach, and that's because things have to mean something, otherwise they are meaningless. So we want stretch goals to be real addition, to be stuff that has to be earned, so it got value. That's our philosophy on stretch goals. So
I like the idea of a second ring to exchange during weddings. It's interesting, I must say. It's interesting. Thank you. I will remember it. For a proper outcome wedding.
So that's why we put the best at 4:50, which is fairly, it's safer than, you know, we don't know the last day what's going to happen. It's going to be up or down, we don't know. So our next ring is not going to be a ring, but it's going to be made of medals. They're asking for rules for being the bad guys. Actually, they are already in Action Flicks Volume 3. There is an action flick called V for
villains, that it will focus around the creation of a villain as a hero.
So,
whatever you want to intend the word.
What are we making out of metal? It's not a ring. It's not a brass knuckle. It's not a gauntlet. I'm afraid. I know you were all hoping for a full live scale replica of the Infinity Gauntlet, but we're not going to do that. But since there will be a mechanic in the game to actually have all the shard together and to use the power of this shard combined, and potentially this will either break your character, make them powerless and hurt and exhausted and throw them out of scene, or directly kill them, and this is the only thing that will actually kill your character in any Outgunned. And this is
like erased from existence, like killed 100%.
So we have decided to leave this choice. When you use all the shards together, are you going to die, or are you just going to feel really
bad?
We have decided to leave this to the flip of a coin, but we didn't want to do another coin, so we step up a little bit and we did the Eternity Medallion, which is going to be bigger than a coin, a wearable metal medallion made in Italy, as all our medal is, featuring the symbols of the 6 shards that you have unlocked during this campaign. So this will be free for superheroes and mightiest hero, and this will also become a part of the shard add-on. So with the shard,
meaning that if you bought the add-on, or if you are a superhero or a mightiest hero, you will automatically have one of these inside your pledge or add-on. If we unlock it, of course, at 450,000, and you will find it another. If you want another set of Eternity Shard, you will find inside another Eternity Medallion as well, shiny its version.
And that's why I was saying before that probably if we unlock the medallion, then the full set of the shard plus medallion will increase of price during the pledge manager. But right now, we wanted to make an add-on. We don't know if we are, to be serious, if we are going to unlock the Eternity Medallion, so it makes sense to have a smaller price. I'm so happy that you appreciate the design. Of course, we couldn't do a gauntlet, but we tried to do something that was cool, but that was also personal. That was also something that related to the shards that we are doing. And
yes, we try to give it this alien vibe, as something is pointing out, to remark that, of course, the Eternity Shard are something not from this world. Slick back battle. I agree. It's true. 409, less than 1,000 euros to high octane.
Can we unlock these during the live stream? We will see.
Yes.
That's also
using all the shards is a coin flip between them and separately. That's I mean.
This is something that we do like to be serious. When we do a stretch goal, we have a rule that our stretch goal should have a meaning during the game. And not only a meaning like this is useful, like the tokens, like I can, keep track of my power using tokens, but meaningful in a sense that they will enhance actually your experience while playing. Now, the purpose of this ring was actually that you as a GM will give you this ring to the adventurer in Outgunned Adventure who was holding the key. And when you lose the key in Outgunned Adventure, you have to give it to the GM. And this is an item that got a weight, got a value. So you are reminded that you shouldn't be giving to someone else, or you want to hoard it. Yeah, like you want to keep hold of it. I'm starting to sound a little bit like Gollum at the moment, but you get the idea. With the medallion, we thought, okay, you can flip the spotlight coin. It's a cool coin, it's made of metal. But if it was bigger, if it was thicker, if it was something that you can put on the table, you can have there and say, who's going to flip this coin? Who's going to actually risk dying to use the power of the shards? It would have been, it's much more meaningful. And there is only maybe all the time that you play this game in all your life, you're going to flip it once. And we want it to be, meaningful. Like I want to, like me, Rico, I actually want to flip this coin at a certain point. And you will have to build towards, getting all the shards and get the medallion and flipping it and see if you are going to be an Iron Man or a Hulk, basically.
Yes.
What's your fate going to be? They ask if the other side is different. Yes, the other side, of course, will be different. Yeah. We don't know how it's going to be yet. We have different ideas, to be honest. I wanted to show both sides, but we are still undecided. And we needed a little bit more time. So so many. There's 123 people watching this live stream, which has to be some kind of record. So first of all, thank you really all for being here. And I'm really sketches. Gaia, you will be surprised of how me and Daniela especially do stuff. It's not cool sketches as you can imagine. You know,
it's a means of communication between us. Like when something is two words to describe, we just catch something.
Like this
In the meantime, thank you, 570 euros from our next stretch goal. And let's see, we got at least 10 minutes till the end of the live stream. Will we unlock it during this live stream? Who knows? Thank you, Matt.
Before we leave, I'll give you another 10 minutes to try and unlock this stretch goal. But before we leave, I wanted to say that the day after tomorrow, this campaign is going to end at it's 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
time.
In Italy, which should be about 1 p.m. in Los Angeles and like 3 p.m. in New York.
Like it's going to be for us. It's going to be in 4 hours from now. So whatever your time actually is right now, add 4 hours, and that's the end of the campaign in first day. I know it's a bit rustic, but that's how it works. So day after tomorrow.
Thank you.
And sorry, Glo. And we will start with the live stream half an hour before, because at the end of the campaign, I have to say every time for people who don't know how Backerkit works, we will start what it's called an overtime mode, meaning that at the end of the campaign, the campaign will not end, but it will start a countdown. I'm not going to explain.
That will refresh a 10 minutes countdown that will refresh with each and every new backers for add-on, meaning until there will be a backer trade ongoing, the campaign will not end. That's why we anticipated the end of the campaign 2 hours
before
from the last. If you remember, Outgunned Adventure ended at midnight. It had an hour, and that it went on like 4 hours. It was too late. We were devastated for 4 in the morning. So it was very, very hard for us.
At a certain point, we had to stop.
Also, went down a lot, like 3 hours at least, 4 hours. I don't remember.
How much wine can 2LM drink live on a stream? I don't know, but usually at least a couple of bottles of Prosecco will be consumed to the Backerkit gods, you know. So we will endure.
Thank you.
I believe that's. I'm seeing. Okay. There is also.
Too many things.
Yeah. I wanted to show you this little. This is the little new graphic that will keep us company to remind us of all the stretch goals that we have unlocked and of the medallion that it's about to come. So starting from today, when you go to the main page of Outgunned Superheroes, the very first thing that you're going to see is the list of everything that we have unlocked, and it's going to be, you know, updated fairly soon, so you have everything there, even if because we have to try and be sensible with the actual update. We cannot send like 3,000 emails a day, so we will update the graphic on the front page. We are 570 euros away, and 5 minutes left for this live stream. So we are getting there. We'll see. thanks guys for all the comments on the if you are looking for past versions of the game, like if you're looking for the original Outgun or Outgun Adventure, I will remind you that the books, not the accessories that are crowdfunding exclusive, but the books are currently available through Free League. So in retail, you know, and in a
stores and on Free League web store. If you want the PDF right now, there are every single existing books PDF of Outgun on sale on drive-thru with a very, very big bundle that costs not a lot. I don't remember how much, but a lot. So if you're interested to getting to know the game, there are plenty of ways to do it. And thank you for keeping an interest in our games. In the meantime, less than 500 euros, 475 euros to high octane. What's the level of complexity of crossing the settings, or is mixing adventure with supers a good idea? Everything is a good idea when you're having fun. The game are 100% compatible, meaning the base rule, how you roll the dice, what's an enemy, etc., are in common, shared between the games. You got something more in certain settings, something less. For example, the fight in the basics Outgun action are a little bit more complex, if you want to use the word. I mean, we are very much more narrative than a lot of other games, but you have more elements, more tools to shape your enemies. You have less tools in adventure. You have a middle ground in superheroes, and you have unique mechanic in each and every genre book and core book that are very easy to implement. For example, you're new in the basic core book of Outgun, you got the chase mechanic that you can very easily implement in any of your session using every Outgun, and adventure has a lot of role that you can use, of course, as the run mechanic that is very, very useful. I mean, even superheroes got sometimes danger too big that they have run from. So it's something that can happen. And also all the mechanic of the traps, if you want to have a group, for example, of space superheroes going around the galaxy, discovering ancient artifacts like the Eternity Shards in ancient alien ruins, using adventure together with superheroes would be a very useful stuff.
Or if you want to play Jupiter's Legacy.
Jupiter's Legacy, it's we love it.
Jupiter Legacy, it's if you don't know, it's a TV series that was apparently enjoyed just by me. Like no one else liked it apart from me. There were actual, you know, producer of the series that would like, why did you like this series? I don't know, I liked it. But it's a weird mix between Call of Cthulhu and superheroes. I don't know. A lot of questions from the chat. Languages, different
the bundle is 50% of drive-thru, right? Yes, until the end of this campaign, meaning I don't know, 52 hours. Let's say 72, because I have to sleep and then remove the save by hand, so probably the day after. But you understand. What's the competitor? Will be releasing pre-filled sheet for Gun Adventure rolls that were in Throne of Atlantis.
No.
Gun Adventure. No. The Gun Adventure pre-made character are all that you have. The 4 that was in the Fall of Atlantis. Can we expect a special dice pouch for the Eternity Shard dice? Less than 200 euros. We don't talk about possible next stuff. We already we are trying to add another items to the Eternity Shards add-on, but we'll see. When will the supers be on drive-thru RPG? As soon as we had writing the actual book and translated the actual book. Surely, I'm fairly sure that will be before the end of the year. But we don't know. As soon as we will have updates, as always, we will share with you. We unlock a lot of things. We got to add from our original ideas. You know it. You will be the first one to know. Any information about other language license? Not at the moment. Oh wow, it's moving.
There is no, just to be clear, we have no intentions at the moment. We got multiple requests, to be honest, but we have no intentions of translating Outgunned or Household to another language. There is we have discussed this about in the past, but there's a number of reasons why we would. We do a lot of work to keep delivering stuff in a sensible amount of time, so that we got a narrative going, that we are all on the same path, and that we are delivering product that serve as a getaway for new. We don't want to gatekeep anyone, so every genre book still contains the basic rules, so you can hop in on superheroes without having played Outgunned or Outgunned Adventure. We are doing really our best to keep the community consistent, and if we start releasing product in other language that will come up in 2 years, and we don't know, they will only do one book and then they will not do Adventure for some reason, etc., we will be destroying the community that we are creating. I know it's not an answer that everybody likes, but at the end of the day, it's the truth, so we like to say it.
Yes. Will Outgunned Superheroes include any of the feats from Outgunned Adventure? Yes, as we did in Outgunned Adventure, there are like 5 of, I don't remember how many, sorry, of the standard feats, but like Silver Tongue, that standard reroll of your eloquence check of whatever, there will be. I don't know how many, but they use half a dozen.
I think there is, I don't want to say anything stupid, but I think there is maybe 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah, if I remember, we discussed with Rico half a dozen and 5, 6 or 7. I really don't remember, but I think there will be fewer than the one in Adventure, because you have more, it's
no, there's
definitely it's that are superpowers, so it's but yes, really
there is literally 2, and we have added with the there is too many new feats in Outgunned Superheroes. Like, it's 20 pages of, it's insane. We are swarmed with new feats. We only used those old feats that are not super, but we thought they were usable, like Heartbreaker, that will give you an advantage once you do that stuff.
And Silver Tongue, and maybe Medic. I don't remember, but
no, because
less than 7 for sure.
There's not even Medic, because there is PhD. There is a new one.
Yes, it's true.
So it's very little compared to Outgunned Adventure. Outgunned Adventure was a middle ground. There was a lot of old feats and new feats alike. When do you plan for this to ship out to Backer? Next year, it's in the, I don't remember the month right now, but it's in the campaign.
It's not, but it's in the FAQ, I think, and in the shipping session.
At the end of the campaign shipping.
In June next year.
Yeah. But
exactly 12 months from now, the PDF will arrive early as always, and PDF. Lo dico anche per gli italiani, giustamente ho risposto solo in inglese. I PDF, quando saranno disponibili, sicuramente prima della fine dell'anno, fisicamente li dobbiamo ancora scrivere, e abbiamo sbloccato un sacco di roba che dobbiamo aggiungere e far giustificare il numero di pagine. Insomma, ci vorrà un po', però sicuramente sarà dopo l'estate, prima della fine dell'anno. Insomma, questo è il piano per Outgunned Superheroes, per essere rilasciato. Detto ciò, come sempre, vi terremo super aggiornati appena abbiamo una data in mente. Woof. Do you have any plans for the next Outgunned? We won't talk about this right now.
I can tell you that we have said it in the past. I can tell you that this is probably going to be the last action flick, because we have done like 28, 29, I don't know. So we probably, if we continue Outgunned on Backerkit, etc., it's going to have a different shape. So we definitely think at Outgunned Adventure, and Superheroes as a trilogy, as a chapter of our life that have a consistency, and whatever we are doing will probably branch out from this, but we will see. We have different ideas we are exploring. I know you all love action flicks, but you know it takes there is a lot of them basically, and
28 euros and 3 minutes. Oh, I don't know. We are the line. We'll be able to have 28 euros in the last 3 minutes. Who knows? Again, thank you guys. It's incredible the amount of support and of backers that we are having here with Outgunned Superheroes. We like to joke that it's very fun to have an unlock during a live stream, but it's already surpassing our expectation to be this fast today. So thank you again, of course.
I know it's.
I saw we have hero names for Outgunned Superheroes roles. Did you ever have insider names for the unnamed roles in other core books? No.
Yes, we do. Me and Daniela, we do.
No, I you know, Rico and Daniela works together in the same room, so I am out from these decisions. They probably know. But jokes aside, every time Rico and Daniela came up with a design for a role, it has a story every single time. As you can see, that's one of the reasons why our art is so I think beautiful. I can say this because I am little involved in the process, unlike Rico and Daniela. For Octane, we are Octane doing the live stream before 6 p.m. here in Italy. Thank you very much. But I was saying, yes, each and every one of the roles, in particular, we love the roles and the art of have their own history, why they're wearing what they're wearing, where they are going, what they are doing, what type of character they are, what they are communicating. So yes, probably Rico and Daniela have a list of names and of backstories of these characters, but I don't know. So it's not 2LM official stuff.
We actually have all kind of, I have to say, it's
relationship between them.
Fan fiction. It's basically.
Sometimes I overheard conversation like, it's brothers, sisters, things, mother, father, but I never, I don't know the full extent of it.
Really, this is something that we don't say often enough, but to have meaningful art is not just a skill of painting. It's just not just a work of logic of writing down something. Okay, this one is going to have this position, but it's really a work of love towards this character, if that makes sense. To put a story you can relate to. You have to know the character on a certain level, to make them pop. So yeah. So yeah, we will have one family fit, that's for sure. I know, Marcus, but we already do this with household. Every household book has like 30 backgrounds of characters, and it's this time that's why we did the Storm database too, because we realized that we were writing too much on this character, because you have to come up with a costume and with a story, etc. So we decided, okay, let's put it in the book. Let's put it into these folders. So, what is the 420 stretch goal? We actually revealed it, Lou, and I'm going to show you before the end of the live stream one last time. We are going to unlock at 420 another set of dice. We call them the armor dice because they are yellow and red, like the suit of armor of a certain well-beloved character. We decided it would be cool once we unlock them, once we reveal them, we will start our own little civil war. Like, what side are you on? Classic super blue and blue and white dice, or the new yellow and red armor dice. The next one at 4:30 is going to be revealed once we reach 420. So I guess we'll know tomorrow. Sorry, I haven't revealed phase 5.
It's Margaret. It's at once. We are here having fun and we forget about
That's
You're right.
unbelievable. So, guys, we have, as you know, where are the shards? We have unlocked all the shards. So we put an
Yay!
end to the Eternity War. Sorry, I completely forgot.
You're right.
So this is the end of phase 4 of this campaign, because we have divided the campaign into different phases. The road to the quick start, the amazing action flicks, and then we got Pledge Mania, and then we got the Eternity War, and now we have
Phase 5.
we have spoiled it actually already, but we want to reveal it anyway. Sorry, I didn't have the layout prepared. I'm so clumsy. So we officially begin the end game, phase 5 of the campaign, last 50 hours. So it was important. Thank you.
We
Raul.
are officially in the end game. That's true, of course. It's the time to see how high this campaign will go, and then we'll see what's next. Because as you know, the campaign is just the start of the journey of a game. We are in the game, John.
So we are in the end game.
Phase 6 cottage, I hope. Phase 6 holiday. Bye bye.
You know, it would be nice. So welcome to the end game, and we'll see you again day after tomorrow.
Yes.
In 48 hours or something. I don't know anymore. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. So many of you bearing with us and our blabbering. And thank you for unlocking another stretch goal live. It's kind of a tradition, and
yes,
it's always cool. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye. Ciao a tutti. Alla prossima.
Ciao.
Bye.